Hello there. Welcome to the Sleep Lab. Somewhere 1400 light years away, a star is eating its own child, and the star is lying to us about what it's done. WASP 12 looks middle-aged, calm, unremarkable, but that appearance is a fabrication. The planet it's consuming is slowing its rotation, dimming its light. It wears age like a costume. Most stars generate powerful magnetic fields. WASP 12 barely produces one. The planet's gravity churns the star's interior layers, disrupting the magnetic dynamo. Imagine dropping a stone into still water. That's what's happening inside. Lithium is fragile inside stars. Nuclear fusion destroys it early. Yet WASP 12 holds far more lithium than it should. The planet keeps stirring its interior, preventing normal destruction. This star's chemistry doesn't follow the standard timeline. Here is the first missing piece. The star is wrapped in dust glowing at over 4,000 degrees Celsius. Normal dust vaporizes instantly at that temperature. So why does this dust exist? Something is continuously feeding it. We don't yet know what. WASP 12 carries aluminum, tin, and manganese in its atmosphere. These heavy metals don't form naturally inside a star this age. They came from somewhere external. The star consumed planetary material and absorbed its chemistry. What you're seeing is a crime scene residue. Despite appearing old and slow, WASP 12 rotates faster than expected. Infalling planetary material transfers angular momentum directly to the star. It's being spun up from outside. The contradiction is measurable and documented. An old-looking star with a young star's spin rate. The star runs cooler than comparable stars of its classification. The dust cocoon absorbs and redirects some of its thermal output. Alternatively, the planet's gravitational pull alters how internal energy moves outward. Either explanation is deeply unusual. Neither has been fully confirmed. WASP 12B has a slightly oval orbit instead of a perfect circle. In orbital mechanics, that shape signals interference. Something else is gravitationally tugging on the planet. Astronomers suspect a hidden companion, perhaps a super-Earth, completely invisible to current telescopes. It may already be logged as a wobble in the data. Stop for a moment. You've been told stars age predictably. Fusion burns, rotation slows, and output stabilizes. WASP 12 does none of this. Every measurement contradicts the model. So here is the question your logic needs to answer. What happens to a star's fundamental identity when it begins consuming its own system? The star's light carries signatures of elements originating from the planet's evaporating atmosphere. Calcium, magnesium, sodium are falling inward and temporarily coating WASP 12's outer layers. This isn't the star's own chemistry. It's wearing someone else's fingerprints. WASP 12's photosphere, its visible surface, appears physically distorted. The planet's gravity pulls the outer stellar layer outward, stretching it measurably. This deformation is detectable through precision photometry. A star's surface should be roughly spherical. This one isn't. Stars radiate energy in predictable patterns. WASP 12 doesn't match its own models. Some of its output appears redirected, possibly into heating and evaporating the planet above it. Energy is vanishing from the expected budget. The accounting doesn't balance. Brightness variations in stars follow known stellar oscillation patterns. WASP 12's fluctuations don't match any standard model. Irregular infall of planetary debris creates unpredictable hotspots on the surface. The star flickers on its own schedule. Nothing about that schedule makes conventional sense. Here is the second mystery. The star's corona behaves erratically, chaotic bursts, irregular activity cycles. The planet's magnetic field may be interacting with the star's already weakened magnetic field. Two broken systems colliding. The result is something that has no established scientific name yet. X-ray emissions from WASP 12 don't follow normal stellar models. Standard frameworks assume a stable star. This one is actively consuming planetary material. That infalling mass generates additional high-energy radiation, producing X-ray signatures that existing models simply weren't built to interpret. Certain regions of the star's atmosphere appear cooler than surrounding areas. The dust cocoon blocks our view of hotter zones beneath. Alternatively, infalling material temporarily cools specific surface patches. Forensically, both explanations leave identical evidence. Distinguishing between them requires data we don't yet have. Doppler measurements track a star's motion precisely. WASP 12 shows velocity wobbles that exceed what WASP 12B alone could produce. The excess wobble implies a second gravitational source. Something unseen is also pulling on this star. The invisible companion leaves only motion as its evidence. Certain elements inside WASP 12 exist in quantities that stellar fusion cannot explain at this star's age and mass. They arrived externally, delivered by consumed planetary bodies. The star's own nuclear processes couldn't manufacture them. This is forensic chemistry. The evidence points to repeated consumption events over millions of years. The star's rotation axis and the planet's orbital plane are misaligned. In standard planetary formation, both should share the same geometric plane. This misalignment suggests historical violence, a consumed planet long ago, or a gravitational encounter with a passing stellar body that knocked everything sideways permanently. The chemical pollution inside WASP 12 is too extensive for a single planetary meal. Forensic spectroscopy reveals layered contamination, multiple chemical signatures from different sources. This star has consumed more than one world. It has been doing this for millions of years, quietly and repeatedly. Dust grains vaporize instantly above 1,500 degrees Celsius under normal conditions. The dust surrounding WASP 12 persists at over 4,000 degrees. This is physically impossible by standard models. Yet it exists. The only viable explanation is continuous replenishment. The planet's destruction constantly manufactures fresh dust faster than heat destroys it. The rate of planetary consumption is accelerating. Tidal forces grow stronger as WASP 12B's orbit decays closer to the star. The closer it falls, the faster material strips away. The faster material strips, the stronger the gravitational interaction becomes. Astronomers are watching this escalation unfold in real observational time. Most stars mix consumed material deep into their interiors through convective processes. WASP 12 retains its planetary pollution in the outer atmospheric layers. This creates a readable chemical record, a preserved log of every world it has consumed. The star itself is an archive. Each element is a dated entry. Here is the third missing piece. The star's gravitational field behaves with subtle irregularities that simple orbital models cannot resolve. The extreme proximity of the planet, combined with both bodies being physically distorted, produces gravitational complexities beyond current mathematical frameworks. Something is happening here that existing physics hasn't fully described yet. WASP 12 shows faint internal pulsations, oscillations that don't match any known stellar vibration class. The planet's gravitational forcing drives the star to vibrate at unnatural frequencies. In astroseismology, forced oscillations from an external body are theorized but rarely observed this clearly. WASP 12 may be the most documented case currently known. Long-term observational data shows subtle periodicity in WASP 12's behavior that doesn't originate from the known planet. The signal repeats on a schedule inconsistent with WASP 12B's orbit. A distant unseen companion, a second star or large planet, could produce exactly this signature. No direct detection has been confirmed yet. At specific infrared wavelengths, WASP 12 appears significantly brighter than its stellar classification predicts. The hot dust cocoon emits strongly at these wavelengths, adding luminosity that doesn't originate from the star itself. Observers without this context would miscalculate the star's true energy output. The dust is a false signal embedded in real data. The hemisphere of WASP 12 facing its planet is compositionally distinct from the opposite side. Tidal forces physically pull stellar material from that facing surface, creating a detectable chemical asymmetry. Astronomers describe this region as a gravitational scar. No other star in current observational records shows this feature precisely documented. Every anomaly documented here, the age deception, the metal pollution, the impossible dust, the accelerating consumption, all originate from one physical reality. This star is actively devouring a planet in observable, measurable, and real time. That process rewrites how this star ages, rotates, cools, and chemically evolves. It is breaking every rule simultaneously. Let's organize the evidence collected so far. 30 distinct anomalies. One star. Every measurement points inward toward a single catastrophic process. In forensic terms, this is convergent evidence. Multiple independent data streams arriving at the same conclusion. The case is becoming impossible to argue against. WASP 12B began as a gas giant, roughly 1.4 times Jupiter's mass. Its atmosphere is now being stripped at a rate of several billion kilograms per second. What remains is a skeleton of its original self. The planet is not dying. It is being systematically disassembled by gravitational and thermal forces working in coordination. The orbital decay of WASP 12B is confirmed and measurable. Each year, its orbit shrinks by approximately 29 milliseconds. That sounds negligible. Over astronomical timescales, it is catastrophic. Within roughly 3 million years, the planet will cross the Roche limit, the boundary where tidal forces exceed the planet's own gravitational cohesion. Then it fragments completely. The Roche limit crossing is not an explosion. It is a slow structural failure. The planet's own gravity can no longer hold its material together against the star's tidal forces. It will stretch, elongate, and disperse into a ring of debris around the star. WASP 12 will wear its consumed child as an accretion disk permanently. Now the mysteries need to be resolved. The impossible dust surrounding WASP 12 is continuously replenished because the planet's atmospheric stripping never stops. Fresh material replaces vaporized dust in a constant cycle. The dust cocoon is not a static feature. It is an active, ongoing process driven entirely by planetary destruction. The erratic corona and the weakened magnetic dynamo share one root cause. The planet's continuous gravitational churning disrupts the star's internal convective flows, the engine that drives magnetic field generation. Without stable convection, the dynamo weakens. Without a stable dynamo, the corona loses its organizing structure. Two mysteries, one mechanism beneath both. The gravitational irregularities that standard models cannot resolve are explained by tidal distortion of both bodies simultaneously. When two massive objects this close are both physically deformed by mutual gravity, classical point mass orbital equations fail. You need higher-order gravitational terms, extended body mechanics, to accurately describe the system. The math exists. It simply wasn't needed before WASP 12. The chemical archive preserved in WASP 12's outer layers now makes complete sense. Normal stellar convection would pull surface pollution inward and destroy it. But the planet's gravity continuously disturbs those convective flows, preventing deep mixing. The pollution stays suspended at the surface. The star cannot digest what it has eaten. Evidence remains permanently visible. Every mystery observed in WASP 12 is a direct consequence of one star consuming one planet in real time. The age deception, the lithium excess, the impossible dust, the gravitational scarring, and the accelerating spin, each is a downstream effect of tidal consumption. This system is not broken. It is operating exactly as physics demands under conditions that almost never occur. If this kept you thinking long after the screen went dark, then WASP 12 did its job. A star consuming its own planet is not a malfunction. It is physics being ruthlessly honest. Subscribe to Sleep Lab and rest well. The universe continues its work without asking permission.